Hello, you gonna make me famous?
हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आई होप कि आप सब खैरियत से होंगे। आज मैं आई हूँ एक और कंट्री के साथ, और जैसे कि मैंने लास्ट वीडियो में बताया था कि मैं माल्टा जा रही हूँ। जी हाँ, ये है माल्टा, और माल्टा का कैपिटल है वैलेटा। तो आई डिसाइडेड टू गो टू वैलेटा द नेक्स्ट डे। एंड हम इसमें, आप जाने के लिए आपको एक शिप लेनी पड़ती है जो यहाँ से चलती हैं लोकल। और माल्टा मैंने पहुँच के डिसाइड किया कि यहाँ पे मिनी बस टूर्स चल रहे थे जो गाइडेड टूर्स थे। तो मैंने सोचा मैं भी वही ले लेती हूँ, क्योंकि रिटर्न टिकट आपको 5 यूरो एडल्ट का पड़ रहा था। और उसमें वो सारा एक्सप्लेन भी कर रहे थे, माल्टा की हिस्ट्री, वेलेटा की हिस्ट्री, और उसमें क्या क्या है, क्या नया क्या पुराना, क्या चेंजेस आई हैं, क्या चीज़ कैसी है। तो ज़्यादा वो इजी था कि आप उसको समझ भी लें, आपकी हिस्ट्री भी समझ लें, और आप सारा घूम भी लें आसानी से, क्योंकि काफ़ी ऊपर नीचे है वेलेटा। तो इसमें आपको वॉक करें तो बहुत ज़रा थकावट होने लगती है जल्दी, और गर्मी भी काफ़ी थी। तो आई डिसाइडेड कि मैं ये टूर ले लेती हूँ, और मुझे लकीली फ्रंट सीट मिल गई, तो हमने टूर स्टार्ट किया।
In the harbor, there's an island. One second, let me go first. They filmed Game of Thrones. I'm gonna show you. In the third season, there was the Red Wedding. It was filmed there. Today, it cost 40,000 euros for one night. So she didn't even ask me. Okay, so. Hello, you gonna make me famous?
Yes.
Make me famous.
To the capital city of Malta, Valletta. During this tour, we are going to see a number of museums, churches, the Grand Master's Palace, the Knights Hospitaliers, the Manuel Theatre, and Fort St. Elmo. We will end the tour in the city centre, where you will find shops, museums, cafes, restaurants, and St. John's Co-Cathedral.
Willkommen in der Hauptstadt von Malta. Während dieser Tour werden wir viele interessante Orte wie Kirchen, Paläste, Theater, Festungen, Museen und vieles mehr passieren und sehen. Wir beenden die Tour im Stadtzentrum am Platz des Großmeisterpalastes.
So here is the official year when they started building Valletta. At the back, it's on your left. 1568.
Valletta was built by the Knights of St. John. The Knights were a community of monks responsible to look after patients in hospitals. Later they became soldiers defending the Crusader territory.
Die Stadt Valletta wurde von den maltesischen Rittern während der Herrschaft des französischen Großmeisters Jean de Valette erbaut.
On the left side is the top part of St. Mary's Church.
In der ersten Straße links befindet sich der obere Teil der Kirche St. Maria.
On the right are the steep St. Andrew's steps.
Und auf der rechten Seite befindet sich die berühmte St. Andrews Treppe.
So you will see a lot of these balconies in Malta, the wooden enclosed ones. The origin, it's coming from 2000 years ago. We were occupied by the Arabs at that time. The women couldn't go outside alone. They were talking through the balconies. We are still using them all these years to have bigger rooms. In the past, families had a lot of children, so they wanted more space. I have my father, he's the other driver. He is one of 16 children. Okay? They had good hobbies in the past. Okay?
That's why he's breaking your mirror.
Tell me?
That's why he broke your mirror.
That's why, no, not him, the other one behind me. Okay. My father is worse than that one, okay? I'm joking.
Bakery Street. On our left-hand side, there is St. Augustine's Church. In Valletta, there are over 25 churches.
Dies ist die Old Bakery Street und die Pfarrkirche St. Augustin. In Valletta gibt es über 25 Kirchen.
This city was built during the occupation of the Knights of St. John. The knights are the sons of noble families coming from different Christian European states. They come from Italy, Spain, Portugal, France, Germany, England, and Bavaria. The knights were united to stop the Islamic Ottoman Empire from invading Europe from the south.
Die Malteser Ritter kamen aus verschiedenen christlichen Adelsfamilien aus ganz Europa. Sie stammten aus Italien, Frankreich, Spanien, Portugal, England und Deutschland. Die Ritter haben sich zusammengekämpft und das gewalttätige islamische Reich daran zu hindern, aus dem Süden in Europa einzudringen. Die Ritter kommunizierten mit der lateinischen Sprache.
Malta is a free democratic European nation of about 500,000 Maltese and about 100,000 foreigners. The official languages are the Maltese and English. Most are Catholics.
Malta ist eine freie, demokratische europäische Nation mit etwa einer halben Million Maltesern und etwa 100.000 Ausländern. Die Amtssprachen sind Maltesisch und Englisch, die meisten Malteser sind römisch-katholisch.
So here is the Manuel Theatre. At the back, it's on your left. The theatre from the outside, it's not beautiful, so the enemy won't steal from it. This is the backstage entrance. But from the inside, it's beautiful. There is the picture on my leaflet. It's at the bottom left. It can take 550 people. You can keep it over. And they don't use microphones. They have very good acoustics. It's still in use. They do the operas, musicals, pantomime.
Outside it's like this building.
Exactly. So when the enemy comes, they won't steal from it. They think it's so ugly, not important. Okay.
This is Archbishop Street and the old Archbishop Palace.
Dies ist die Erzbischofsstraße und der alte Erzbischofspalast.
Independence Square.
So you know this is very quiet. In summer we have from April till October around 40,000 tourists every single day. Okay. In the other harbour today there's only one cruise ship, I think. We can have up to 5 cruise ships in one day. So you enjoy the moment, okay?
Independence Square. In the center is the monument of the killing of the Maltese when they revolted against the occupation of the Napoleon French.
Platz der Unabhängigkeit. In der Mitte befindet sich das Denkmal, das an die Hinrichtung der Malteser erinnert, als sie sich gegen die Napoleon-Franzosen auflehnten.
This is St. Paul's English Anglican Cathedral, but the Maltese Catholic Cathedral is St. John's in the city center.
Vorne befindet sich die British Anglican Cathedral von St. Paul. Die maltesische katholische Kathedrale ist St. John im Stadtzentrum.
So they're going to see a lot of churches in Valletta. When the church open, you can just go in, you won't pay. You pay only St. John's Cathedral in the center. It's all gold, fine tapestry. You spend around an hour in all the languages, okay? Inside there's 2 paintings of Caravaggio. One of them, I'm sorry, it's not for sale. It's insured for 1 billion. Okay? It's the only signed painting in the world of Caravaggio. I'm sorry, sir. I have to see one museum, St. John's, it's the best one.
On our left, there is the Carmelite Church. This church has an oval dome, which can be viewed from Slima across the harbour.
Auf der linken Seite befindet sich die katholische Kirche Santa Maria de Carmelo mit der großen Kuppel. Auf der rechten Seite befindet sich der interessante nördliche Teil der Mint Street.
So this is the theater again over here, because there was the road cross. So you can notice we have too many cars in Malta.
Yes.
So to reduce the amount of cars, we made it free public transport. From this year, forever, for everybody living in Malta.
Okay, but not
Now-
for tourists.
Tell me?
But not for tourists.
Maybe next year. We still want your money, okay? So it's, how do you call it? It's still very cheap. And now they're going to remove the parking and make a lot of bus lanes.
This is the south part of the old Mint Street. Here is also the place where the Knights of Malta used to make their own money, mostly silver and gold coins.
Dies ist der südliche Teil der Old Main Street. Hier ist auch der Ort, an dem die Malteser Ritter waren, um ihr eigenes Geld hauptsächlich mit Silber- und Goldmünzen zu verdienen.
In front of us is one of many freshwater fountains, which used to supply this city with fresh water. This area is famous as a filming location for many international films.
Es ist einer von vielen Brunnen, die diese Stadt früher mit Süßwasser versorgten. Dieser Teil von Valletta wurde für viele internationale Filme als Drehort verwendet.
So, the most popular films were The Gladiator, The Troy and Game of Thrones. The last film was Jurassic World, where I'm going to stop one sentence. So the property in Valletta, it's too expensive for us to live in it. It costs 5,000 euros per square meter. So they're turning them into boutique hotels, shops, restaurants here. Okay? We live outside, at least you pay half the price. The property has doubled in the last 10 years. Small island, too many people.
Built on parallel streets crossing each other in the form of a grid. This allowed cool air to flow into the city and helped to lower the hot temperatures during the summertime.
Dies ist der untere Teil der Bakery Street. Viele Gebäude an diesem Ort werden in ihrem ursprünglichen Architekturstil restauriert.
So, the apartments here, Valletta, it was 40% bombed in the Second World War. So it was a British Navy base. So after the war, the government built these apartments. They are council apartments. 60 years ago, nobody wanted to live in them. There was drunken sailors and warships. So the government gave them for free. They have been inherited through the same families. Of course, nobody wants to move out today. Look at what a view they have. They only pay 500 euros per year to live in them. That's why you see Slima, look, it's cranes everywhere in Malta at the moment. That's where the money is coming from. Over there an apartment costs over 1 million, if you have the view, okay, always.
On the left is Slima Harbour.
In front of us, you can see Fort St. Elmo. What used to be a watchtower was reinforced and turned into a fortification to protect the entrances of the Grand Harbour and Marsamxett Harbour. Inside, one can visit the War Museum.
Vor uns ist Fort St. Elmo. Diese Befestigungen sind berühmt für Helden, die gegen die gewalttätigen muslimischen Eindringlinge kämpfen. Heute beherbergt dieses prächtige Fort das Museum für Kriegs- und Militärgeschichte.
So, the fortress shooting cannons in the wrong direction. It was built before Valletta. When the Turkish came, the Knights thought, let's build something bigger. They built Valletta and they joined.
On the left, you can see the entrance to the War Museum and the Malta Experience next to it. In front of the Malta Experience, there is the Sagra Infermeria. This was used by the Knights of St. John. Presently, it is being used as a conference center.
Auf der linken Seite befinden sich der Eingang zum Kriegsmuseum und die Malta Experience History Show. Auf der rechten Seite befand sich das alte Krankenhaus, das von den Malteser Rittern genutzt wurde. Heute ist dies ein Museum und ein Konferenzzentrum.
The Grand Harbour and main natural port of Malta. In the centre is the old British Naval Hospital in Greek architecture style. Also across you can also see part of the old Three Cities.
Der große Hafen und der Haupthafen von Malta. Gegenüber im Zentrum befindet sich das Old Naval Hospital, das während der britischen Besatzung der maltesischen Inseln erbaut wurde. Gegenüber liegen auch die 3 alten Städte.
In front on the left is the last war monument, and on the right are the lower Baroque gardens. One of the best places to visit are the upper Baroque gardens in the center.
An der Front in der Mitte befindet sich das letzte Denkmal und rechts befinden sich die Lower Baroque Gardens. Aber die besten Gärten für einen Besuch sind die Upper Baroque Gardens in der Nähe des Zentrums.
So to see the best view of this harbor, go to the Upper Baroque Garden in the center. It's a very nice view. Okay, apart from the cruise ship, you're going to see there are over 2,000 private boats. Some of them are expensive, they are super yachts.
This is St. Dominic Street. The locals call it Lion Street, because of the lion's heads decorating the balconies. The lower part of the city was where the workers and commoners used to live because the land was cheaper. Rich and the noble lived in large houses and palaces near the city center.
Dies ist die St. Dominic Street. Die Einheimischen nennen sie Löwenstraße, wegen der Löwenköpfe, die die Balkone schmücken. Der untere Teil der Stadt wurde von Arbeitern und Bürgern genutzt, weil das Land billiger war.
So there are only 6,000 people living here. They live in the council apartments. But every day 15,000 people come to work in Valletta. Government departments, the ministries, the law firm, they're all in city center. Property, normally they turn them into Airbnb. It's a good income.
Going into Merchant Street. On the right is the parish church of St. Dominic.
Das ist die Händlerstraße und die Kirche des heiligen Dominikus.
So the streets, they're all in a straight line. It's like a grid. They were built for 2 reasons. They could see the enemy from both sides, and in summer it gets too warm, so you have some fresh air in Valletta. Look, it's all shady, high buildings and narrow streets.
Ja, das ist so eng gebaut, dass du viel Schatten.
Ja.
Ich weiß, dass wir die Geld bekommen haben.
Actually in Valletta. It's a good investment to buy property without using it. It's always increasing price. That's why you see them.
Up on the left is the very
So we have the pavement with steps. Originally there was no roads. They were all steps all the way across. The British built the roads afterwards. The steps, they are very shallow because the Knights' army was very good, but it weighed too much. So at least you won't have to bend your knees a lot with that heavy army. Yes, a low battle, that's why.
Ja.
We became independent from the British 19.
We'll end this tour in the Palace Square. This is also the pickup point to go back to your destination.
Republic Street und das Stadtzentrum. Wir werden diese Tour auf dem Schlossplatz beenden. Dies ist auch der Abholpunkt, um zu Ihrem Ziel zurückzukehren. Die Busse fahren alle 30 Minuten. Bewahren Sie Ihre Tickets für die Rückfahrt auf. Bitte überprüfen Sie Ihre Sachen, bevor Sie losfahren.
So we're going to finish the tour over here in the main square. If you want to go back to the ferry later on, just come here. There's a sign over here on the corner. We can bring you back every half an hour. So we'll finish over here. If you want to go back later, just come here. We can pick you up again later on.
यहाँ से लिया था वो मिनी टूर बस में। मैं वहाँ तक पैदल ही आई हूँ क्योंकि उसको वेट करने में इतना टाइम ज़ाया हो रहा था, आ ही नहीं रही थी। 20 मिनट से मैं वेट कर रही थी। मैंने पिकअप पॉइंट पे 20 मिनट वेट किया मिनी बस का, लेकिन वो आया ही नहीं 20 मिनट में। तो मैंने डिसाइड किया कि मुझे वापस पैदल ही चले जाना चाहिए, क्योंकि मेरी फेरी जो थी उसने भी फिर वापस चले जाना था, और उसके एक टाइम के बाद यहाँ पे फेरीज़ आना बंद हो जाती हैं। और मेरा जो स्टे था वो दूसरे आइलैंड पे था, जो मैं आपको अपनी दूसरी वीडियो में सारा अपना स्टे जो माल्टा का विज़िट है वो दिखाऊँगी। इस वीडियो में मैंने बस आपको अपना मिनी टूर जो था बस का उसका दिखाया, क्योंकि उसमें वो गाइडेड था। थोड़ा आप लोगों को आइडिया भी हो जाएगा, हिस्ट्री भी समझ आ जाएगी वैलेटा का, क्योंकि वैलेटा जो है वो कैपिटल है माल्टा का। डिटेल में जो मेरा पूरा है माल्टा का ट्रिप, उसके लिए आप दूसरी वीडियो देखेगा जो मैं जल्द डालूँगी। तो तब तक के लिए खुदा हाफिज़, बाय।
क्रूज जो फेरी है वो अंदर से ऐसी है।